Hey there, welcome back to The Rational Investor, where we separate the signal from the noise so you don't accidentally invest in your lunch money. Today we're diving into Datavault AI, ticker symbol DVLT. This is a company that says it's turning data into gold, or at least something shiny enough to trade on the blockchain. But is DVLT the next big thing, or just another glittery fad? Let's break it down. Datavault AI positions itself as a data monetization and AI-driven platform built on blockchain technology. In plain English, they want to take your boring old data and turn it into something that can be bought, sold, and tokenized. Kinda like turning your morning coffee into cryptocurrency. They've built what they call a vault for data, which, if nothing else, sounds like something James Bond would want to invest in. DVLT's goal is to become a backbone for the tokenized data economy, and they're aiming for a seat at the futuristic AI dinner table.
In 2025, DVLT landed a $150 million strategic investment from Silex Holding Company. That's no pocket change. It's the kind of cash that could keep a small country in coffee for a year. This funding will help them build infrastructure and pay down debt, basically turning financial stumbling blocks into stepping stones. They also reported 467% year-over-year revenue growth. That's impressive. Unless you remember, they started from a tiny base. So in absolute terms, we're talking about under $5 million for the whole year. But hey, growth is growth.
DVLT's revenue model is diversified. Licensing software, subscription fees, and data monetization. They've got partnerships with IBM and Nasdaq's NYIX exchange, which adds credibility. Basically, they're getting some big-name friends to join their blockchain dinner party. They also have over 70 patents covering blockchain, acoustic metadata, and tokenized assets, an intellectual property buffet that could become a serious moat if tokenized data trading ever goes mainstream. In other words, they own the secret sauce, and now they just need the customers to order it.
But let's not get carried away. DVLT is still a very small company, and profitability is about as far away as a free coffee at a coffee shop that only takes Bitcoin. They're burning cash, and their margins are deeply negative. There's also liquidity pressure. The current ratio is below 1, meaning they might be juggling bills with one hand while writing plans with the other. Plus, the frequent debt conversions and share issuances mean existing investors could see dilution, basically owning slightly less of their coffee pot every time they refill. And the market? It's regulated, competitive, and unpredictable. Building a tokenized data ecosystem is like building a sandcastle in a hurricane. Ambitious, but there's no guarantee it holds together.
Here's your DVLT financial highlight reel. TTM revenue, now 4.4 million. Not exactly Bezos-level revenue, but growth is there. Yo-Y growth, plus 4 and 6-7%. Like a teenager's phone bill, it's skyrocketing. Gross margin, times 212%. Slim, but better than a diet coffee. Net margin, negative, because growth costs money. Current ratio, below 1, cash flow is a bit tight. Institutional ownership, very low, meaning big investors aren't exactly storming the gates yet.
So, is DVLT worth your hard-earned cash? On the upside, DVLT is in an exciting, futuristic space with big ambitions. They've got intellectual property, a unique business model, and a big cash infusion. But the downside? It's unprofitable, highly speculative, and faces dilution and regulatory hurdles. Think of DVLT like investing in a concept car. It could be revolutionary, or it could never make it out of the prototype garage.
In short, Datavault AI, DVLT, is a high-risk, high-reward play. For risk-tolerant investors who believe in tokenized data, it could be an exciting bet. For conservative investors, it's probably best to wait until the company delivers consistent profitability. As always here on The Rational Investor, do your due diligence, don't chase hype, and only invest what you can afford to lose.